Hello, Flosstube. My name is Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches, and this is a channel about cross stitch. And sorry, I'm moving you around a little bit. Trying to get my tablet in the right place here. I thought this is going to be a pretty short update because I only have one whip that I've been working on this past week. But then on the spur of the moment, I just decided to talk about possible projects for next month. And so it got kind of, I kept saying, oh, maybe this and maybe I'll talk about that. So it's kind of long. So I'm just going to get right down to it. Welcome to any newcomers. If this is your first time, I hope you would hit the subscribe button and the little bell to notify you whenever I do an update, which is usually going to be every Saturday. And Terrie, I just got out of the shower and I just washed my hair and I can't do a thing with it. I just realized my hair is kind of like fuzzy looking, and because I just got out of the shower this morning a little while ago, and my hair is nice and clean, squeaky clean. Anyway, sorry. So welcome back to any new. If this is your first time watching this video, watching Flosstube, watching my video, I don't really usually talk about showering and my hair, but And welcome back to any to my subscribers. So like I said, today is a crazy day. I'm scattered kind of. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get right down to it. So I've been working on just one whip this week, and that is Tribal Owl. I was, I'm just trying to get as far along as I can, as quickly as I can. And so I've been working on this middle section of the owl's tummy, and I'm almost done, actually. I had to keep my needle minder on place so I know the top. But I'm really working on, right now I'm working on this section here, where this little half stitches. There's just a few more lines here in this section, and then I'll be done with the tummy of the owl, this section here. So I still have to do all this darker brown, and then the owl's face and branch. So I'm not nearly done. I'm almost done with this middle section, but this is going to be a lot. And this actually, it took more than one skein already just to do this. And I think part of it is because I'm doing one X at a time for almost all of it. I think when I started, I was doing, sort of out and back the way I usually do. But then because of the variegation, I'm using DMC color variations. Excuse me, I think it's what it's called. For this area and this area. And then I'm using, there's just a solid brown that I bought, I want to say for the branch, as just a dark, like brown color. And then the beak and the eyes are done in black, as I recall. Yeah. So, so I'm using the color variations on this lighter brown color and this medium brown color. So I haven't done this one yet. I've just done this middle section here. But so I've been doing one X at a time because of the variegation in the thread, but I've been sort of kind of jumping around a little bit from section to section, but it's coming out pretty good as far as looking like an owl's feathers is concerned. So like I said, this middle section is all but done. I just have just a few more lines here in this little segment here. And then I move to the outside. And this is called Tribal Owl. I don't know if I said that. Tribal Owl by White Willow Stitching. Skyler Larson is the designer for this. Yeah. So, and I have almost a little mistake here. Well, I do have a little mistake in one of these. If I can find it. I think it's right here. These two stitches right by my fingernail are supposed to be over here. But I thought, well, you know, nobody's going to know except me. And, of course, all the people that look at this that I've pointed it out to. But when I was doing this little square right here, the problem with this is that it's right where 4 pages come together. Because this design is split into 4 pages. There's this page here, and this page here, and then this, and it's actually 6 pages, because then this is like, 2 pages down here. So right where the top 2 and middle 2 pages come together is right where this one design, I think it is. Part of it is on one page and part of it is on another page, and something like that. It's just really easy to mix it up, and there's no like overlapping. How some designs have like these 2 lines are grayed out because they're on the other pattern or whatever. It's not like that. So I have it kind of. I made a working copy of all the pages. So, and then I folded it up, and I've been coloring it in with colored pencil to see which lines I've done and which I haven't. But anyway, so part of it was this lower part of it was on one page, and this little X was on another page, along with the rest of this section. And this little X here was by itself, kind of like, and as I was doing this, and I changed the pages, I realized that X is over there as part of this. And as you can tell, it's this, I was using the darker brown color, and so I just went back and did that. I was on a new piece of thread, and so I finished that thread, and anyway, went and got on the sort of darker end and did that one stitch, and then went back and switched it around and continued on. It was because I thought, well, I'm not going to undo, because I would have had to undo everything, several stitches to get back to put it in as part of the thread I was using. So yeah. Anyway, so that's coming along, and I had been hoping because it was supposed to be for my sister-in-law's birthday, but which was yesterday, and obviously it's not done. It has a ways to go, so I'm hoping to do that, to keep working on that and get it done as soon as possible. Which brings me to the whips I'm working on, will be working on. So next month, embroidery.com is doing the I Love to Stitch 2021 challenge, and that is to stitch 30 minutes a day for the month of February. And I think they allow, of course, I think up to like 4 days of missed days that you could have as part of that. But so if you can do the month of February, do 30 minutes a day, you qualify for a needle minder at the end of the month. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I signed up to participate in that, and so I'm going to work on this tribal owl. I was going to say this fabric is fabric I dyed. It's Monaco, Lugano, whatever. And I dyed it with, I think, a couple of greens. I don't know. But anyways, it's sort of an olive green color. And I like that for that owl. Anyway, so I have a sort of a whip parade. So I don't know if I'm going to do all of these or if I'm just going to do some of them. I don't even know how many there are. I have like my 4 tall ships that I think I'm going to save for Mania again and do what I've done before with those. I think, I don't know. That's too far down the road. And there's apparently there's another challenge, I think, called March Madness. I haven't really looked into it. I'd seen I can't think of her name now. Tranquil Stitches is the name of her Flosstube channel. And as a matter of fact, Cheryl McKinney, I think is her last name. I just saw an announcement today that her father-in-law passed away. And unfortunately, I'm all too familiar with that, how that, can affect you. So anyway, she's obviously taking some family time off for that. But she had said something about March Madness. I think her husband was picking her projects for March Madness. So if that's something, that might be something I would try to do anyway. So I would have February and March and May to work on things, challenging things. But anyway, so for the month of February, I have several things to choose from, and I think I want to go ahead and work on these because some of them are old whips that I've had for quite some time, and I would like to get them done and taken care of. But maybe I'll put them all in a wheel and choose from the wheel, or maybe I'll work on each one, for one day or whatever, and put 30 minutes, into each of these things. It just depends on how many there are and what I feel like, I guess. I don't know, But anyway, so I've had this whip for a long time. It's called Midnight Meow. And there's little kitties sitting on I guess that's supposed to be a wall. Caterwauling. And this whip is so old, I don't even know, the copyright on it is 1992. It's a Jiffy kit. And I have the chart, but I don't have the color key. I think I do have the color key. I don't have the threads. It came with kit threads, and I don't know. I bobbinated them, and I may have had them all, just like in my thread boxes, whatever, at the time, but I don't think I labeled them or anything like that. So I don't know. And I think maybe some of them I may have thrown out. I don't know. But so I went through and just picked some DMC colors that seemed to match what I had. But anyway, this was as far as I got, and I wrote them all down, so I have the threads I'm going to use. But anyway, so pardon all the cat hairs or whatever that might be on there. But so this is as far as I got. And so maybe I can finish this. Maybe. I think I just have these two cats, this one and part of this one done. So I don't know how far I can get, and this one, part of its feet done there. I don't know how far I can get with that one, but that's one project. And then one that I do want to work on, I do want to finish, is this little freebie here. It's called Four Fat Friends, and I started it a long time ago, and I just haven't worked on it. And at the time, it calls for Weeks Dye Works threads, and at the time, I did not have any of them, but I have some of them now. So I might just go ahead and do that. Part of it is, some of it, it calls for blended threads and this and that and the other. But so I think for the tree, I did the tree branches. And that is all, it's a blended thread DMC combination to as a conversion. But I think I have, there's a hair on here. One of my hairs, not my cat's hair. But anyway, but I have, I think, all or most of the Weeks Dye Works colors now, so I might just use them. And just because there's not a whole lot to do. The leaves on the tree and the birds, and it'll be done. So there's not, so I'll probably work on that one for sure. And another one is, very sadly, I don't have I didn't realize I didn't have the picture. Sorry, I'm about to drop everything here. This is the Caterpillar Cross Stitches Hello Pumpkin from not 2020, but in 2019, I think. Maybe even before that. But I have a lot done, but I kind of like, it's a stitch along, and it came, it was 4 or 5 months. And so, I kept up for a little while, and then I kind of fell behind, and I just set it aside, and was doing other things, working on Christmas stuff, whatever. But so yeah, and this is fabric that I dyed. This is like a 28 count even weave. Of these other ones, this one is I think 28 count even weave also, that I tea dyed or coffee dyed or whatever. And this Midnight Meow thing is it was a kit, so it's Black Ada that came in that kit, 14 count Black Ada. And then this little needle minder I bought at Stitch Shenanigans last year, and sadly it's been canceled. It was supposed to be McKenna was going to try to do it as a postponed, till September, but she ended up having to cancel that. So, another casualty of the 2021 coronavirus, issue. And then another one that I've had for, let's see, my nephew is, how old is he now? 20 something, 23, 24. But anyway, I've had this around that long. I think the copyright on this is 94. And he was born in 97. So I was going to do this baby sampler for him for when he was born. I was going to put his name and dates and everything in here. I don't even know what they were. I know this dates, but I don't like this 8-pound business. I don't know. So 13. This is 8 pounds 13 ounces. I have no idea what his weight was, but yeah. Anyway, so I have this baby sampler, and I didn't want to just not do it. So I don't know. But pardon the big old blob of thread over here, but And the one thing I did was I oriented the fabric wrong. It's supposed to be this way. Uh, and I think this is just 14 count Ada. I think it's 14 count. Maybe it's 16. I don't know. It's kind of small. But yeah. So I could probably squeeze it in there, and if but because this little border is this top, and then it continues around down here, and so and in between there's like a flowery thing in between hearts. It's a heart little pattern that goes in between them. And then I think, yeah, so I started to do the back stitching here, but I haven't done it all the way through. So the the letters are done. Sorry, got this big wad of thread here. And so, I was doing the border not too long ago because I was trying to, I think I put it on a decision roulette wheel to work on it, to try to finish it, and, didn't. But yeah, so I have a ways to go on that one, but I might work on that one as well, just to see how far I can get in a day or two. I don't know. I haven't decided yet on that one. Possible, but And then another stitch along that I failed at was this one. This is Tinymodernist. It was a Christmas stitch along. Oh, I thought that was. I thought I had gotten something on there. It's not. It's a stitch. This little brown thing. But so this was Santa's house. Santa's house was a stitch along from 2018 maybe. Yeah, and this is this fabric is a 28 count Lugano or Monaco or something that I coffee tea dyed myself. But yeah, so I didn't get very far on this. Got the outline of the house, and this is the part of the stove, and snowman, and a lot of the snow from the outside. But anyway, I'd like to get that done. I have the patterns and everything. I don't have the picture with me here. So, and also what I don't have a picture of, I didn't realize I have these pictures like, I have one envelope that has like all these pictures of all these things because once upon a time I was working on them all. But so I have this other wolf that I was doing for my brother. This is I think 14 count. Yeah, Ada. That I bought years ago when I worked on this. So you can kind of see his face there. But the problem with working on this one and the next one is that because they're very pixelated, that it takes me a while to figure out where I am and what color I'm working on or whatever for that. So it'll take me hours to sort of figure out where I am, sort of. And this one, I probably have this upside down. I don't remember which is the... Hang on a second, I have to look at it. This is I want to say it's a kit. I don't know. It's Piano Cat. I think it goes like this, but I'm not sure now. I'd have to look at the pattern to be sure. But again, this one I've been working on just this gray color wherever it goes in the pattern, and so because I'm sort of a color completist. So again, it would take me a while to look at the pattern and remember where I am. I have a working copy, and I've been coloring it in, as I go with that one. So it's a little bit easier, but I may still do that, work on that one. So, and another one that I started a long time ago is this Western Biscornu by Tinymodernist. I took it to Stitch Nanigans in 2019, I guess. And I had worked on it, and I worked on it while I was there, and then I didn't work on it. I haven't worked on it since then. But this is, so, it's coming along, and I didn't remember this. This is the one, the front, and then this one is the back, I think. Yeah. But so I just knocked my needle minder off. I think I felt it fall. Yeah. Oh, yes, no, maybe so. I don't know. I thought I hadn't just now. Anyway. So this is what I've worked as far as I got on this, and this is, I think it's 16 count Ada. I'm not sure that I started this one. Anyway, so that one I think I want to work on. I have some other Biscornu patterns. Hold on one second. I just want to look here. I'm back. Yeah, I felt something fall, and I thought, was that the needle? It felt like, and it was the needle on the needle minder had come apart, so I have to fix that. But I pulled the front of the needle minder off, I think, when I took it out. Anyway, so, and then this one is Handson Design. Life Needs More Chocolate Bunnies. And I started working on this one, but I didn't finish it. And this one it was designed with sulky threads, but I used the DMC conversion on that. And so this is as far as I got on this. And so I would like to finish that. It's springtime. And then this is Kitty Kitty La-di-da Designs. And I got a little scared. This it's kind of messed up here, the thing, because it was stuck to. I got a little vinyl zipper thing that came with a magazine that I bought, a cross-stitch magazine that I bought. It came with a little zipper bag, not a vinyl zipper bag, and this stuck to it a little bit. So you can kind of see here this white, yeah, kind of the ink of the picture stuck to it. So I'll have to do something different. But anyway, I started this design some time ago for my sister, because she had two cats, Tyler and Pippin, and they passed away earlier this year. But she has two cats now, Calvin and Hobbs, and so I think that it would, yeah, still unite. So I started. This is actually dark green, a dark green color. I don't remember if it's. Look at it real quickly. I don't think it's 28 count. I think it might be 32 count. I'd have to. I don't know offhand. And this needle minder is part of. It came with my. Project bag that I bought from um, I'll be able to say it in 1 second here. Everchoke. I bought a lizard bag, and it came with a notions pouch and this needle minder. I bought all three things, or got all three things, or whatever. But this is like a kind of like a lizard skin. Anyway, I had like it's on this project, but yeah. So this is like one of the kitties. His tail and his back, and his outline of his hip there, and a tree trunk. So there's another kitty here. And this, I think, is also designed with Week Styleworks threads, and I used a conversion, but I think I might have the Week Styleworks threads now to do that. And then another one that I really kind of do want to work on for sure is this one here, Daily Walk in the Woods. This is Carolyn design. And I got this a long time ago. And I think I worked on it a little bit at Stitch Shenanigans. I know I bought this needle minder at Stitch Shenanigans. And I had this one that I made. But, so that's as far as I got on that. And this is 14 count by Ada that this is on. And so I just been, here's the tree right here that I'm working on right now, I think. Yeah. So I'd like to get a little more progress done on that, and I'd like to finish it because it's been languishing in my whip pile forever. So I'd like to finish that one. So anyway, those are the projects that I'm thinking about or going to work on or whatever for the I Love to Stitch 2021 challenge. I have a little bit of haul and a possible art project. Excuse me while I sip a lovely beverage. Diet Coke. Diet Pepsi. Anyway, so the I had mentioned last week about this little kind of sampler thing I designed from my mother. Blessed are the poor, blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. And I'm thinking about changing this a little bit to put the my mother's birth date and her the date she passed away here, where these these years are, just to put like I said, the full dates here. I don't know. I haven't looked at that to see how that'll fit. But I was thinking about offering this on the Etsy shop for people who might want to purchase this to make for themselves. But let me know in the comments if you think that I should sell that design. I don't know if there's enough interest in it. Perhaps I'd like to do that. But like I said, I'm thinking about just making that little tweak of the dates on there. But then I did mention Kelly Stodola, however you say her last name. Sorry, Kelly. But her website is that'ssokelly.com. That's so with two S's. That'ssokelly.com. She designs all kinds of things, bitsy bobs and other things. But she does a little bit of design work. Let me see, let's show this here. This is a freebie she has on her site called Sending Love. There's a little bunny, and he's sending little Valentine hearts. And then, excuse me, she did a little companion piece to it called Receiving Love. There's a little bunny there. And so you can, she was talking about you can do this little tail in cross stitches if you want, or you can do it in French knots or something like that to make it, a little, fuzzier. Like I think this one, looks like it was done with French knots, like messy French knots to make it fluffy. So yeah. So anyway, I like those designs. They're really cute. So I probably maybe I'll put those in my February pile. And then the other thing, my sister Naomi had sent me a link about where a person made these like yarn bowls out of what is essentially like paper mache paste, basically flour and water. And I think this person added a little sugar and boiled it and did this and that. I don't know, but so maybe that makes it a little bit stronger. It seems like she and I were saying, it seems like it would be kind of water soluble if you accidentally got it wet. But they make this. They took a bowl and covered it in plastic wrap or something, and then took these bits of yarn and basically orts is what they are, but and then also I think maybe some longer pieces of yarn, and dipped them in this paste basically, and then draped them over this bowl. So kind of like like paper mache basically. But we were talking about it that possibly with like something like my other sister talked about this project called Stiffy, which is kind of like Mod Podge but different. But you could use it like to make like if you wanted to make a bow out of ribbon, but you wanted it to be basically hard, you could use this Stiffy product. So, but it's like not widely available. It might be available on Amazon. We haven't looked into that yet. But anyway, so I have been thinking a long time about what to do with my orts. Most of them are, of course, the little thread ends from cutting a piece of thread, but some of them are from like unraveled threads from a piece of fabric or whatever. Ooh, I'm dropping little pieces all over. But so, and I have a whole bunch of them here. Because I have, for a while I was like sticking one of these in each of my project bags or whatever, some smaller ones I have because that I take with medications that I take, I come in those little bottles. Like I have a whole bunch of these. So they're because they're easy to, they're designed to be childproof or whatever, but they close very nicely. And I had one of each of my projects, but then it got very they're a little lumpy or whatever. So I ended up just like keeping one handy and just throwing them all in there. And I have actually a big Talenti jar full of orts because I had thought about, well, do I want to put, make like some people do an ornament, those little clear plastic ornaments, and you fill it up with your orts or whatever, and put the year or whatever on it and say, oh, these are all the orts that from the projects I worked on for this particular year. And it's not really my thing. But then I had somebody had posted about putting it outside, putting your thread ends outside for birds to use for their nests. And somebody else said, well, but a bird, they get tangled up on their feet or whatever. So I thought, well, I don't know if I want to do that then. And so anyway, I had this jar of orts, and some people just throw them away. So then that's valid too. But then when I saw this, I thought, well, that sounds interesting. So you know, like to make maybe a smaller bowl or whatever. I don't know how many thread ends I have, but it seems like it'd be interesting to do uh, uh, that sort of thing with the thread ends and see what kind of, you know, if I want to do a smaller bowl, like a, you know, what would essentially be like a ring bowl, you know, something to put your rings in when you wash your hands or whatever, or when you're cooking or you're making dough or something, um, or whatever. But so that's a possibility. I want to look into that and see if I can find the right product that dries clear and hard enough that and to make that sort of thing. I don't know. So a project for words that I'm thinking about. And then I had a giveaway last year, and I think only one person that had expressed an interest in this, and this is, oops, yeah, that's right. Um, because this is kind of it's not something that you know everybody would be clamoring for. It's kind of interesting individual taste kind of thing, but a treasury of Jewish cross stitch, um, and so it looks like I'm gonna talk to the person that expressed an interest in that and see if I understood correctly, if she wants this. But the other thing, I wanted to do another giveaway, and this is a little bit different because I had already started this, and it's a little bit, it's a kit, and so you know, you may or may not want something that's already started or whatever. But hold on one second, get this out. Okay, so this is called Ingredients, Happy Home Ingredients by Joy Marie Heimsoff, I think is how you would say her name. But it's a little kit. This is by Dimensions. And it comes with this little wire hanger. I'll show you in a second. But it looks like this here. Comes with a little wire hanger. And the material is already cut in this shape. It's sewn in this shape with a little, see, the little binding on the sides, whatever. So, so it comes in this little rectangle shape. And you would, I guess, sew the point. It comes with instructions for that, to make the little point once you stitch the design. So I started it, as you can see here. I did some of the light blue, and there's a little bit of the, yeah, it's upside down. Yeah, something like that maybe. Yeah. And so it came with a needle. I have a needle there in the tippy top. But so you would make, I guess, a little thing for the hanger, and then a little, you know, point to. So you'd have to do a little bit of sewing, or get somebody to sew it for you. But it comes with this little hanger thingy, metal hanger thingy, and all the threads, because it's a kit, and the instructions in there. So anyway, if you're interested in that, you know, you can just say in the comments, I want the Happy Home Ingredients, Happy Home, whatever you want to call it, banner. Or you can say, I want the banner. I would like the banner. So that is available as a giveaway. And like I said, that's something that, you know, I had already started, but I hadn't gotten very far. So that's, you know, if you want to do that, that's fine. Go ahead and let me know. And the person that wanted this, if you'll, I just want to be clear that I understood you correctly. Um, and yeah. So anyway, just let me know. Let me know about that. And then the other thing I wanted to do was just to look a quick Etsy update. We have a project bag, this Paris fabric, and has a little pink sort of gingham check, I guess you would call it, as the contrasting fabric. It has it on the inside and on the bottom and the handles. And it's this typical handled zipper bag. And there's not a charm in there yet. I have an Eiffel Tower charm that'll go on there. I think, yeah, something like that. I have a couple things to choose from, but that bag, and then this notions pouch, and it doesn't have a snap on it, but I will put the snap on it and put it on the. And there's a little restaurant bistro table there. Yeah, so, and again, it has that pink check fabric on the inside. So that the project bag, I think, is on the Etsy shop, and the little notions pouch will be as soon as I get that snap marked on there, put on there. So I think that's it. So if you have an opinion about the stuff I'm doing, the whips that I showed about for the I Love to Stitch challenge, like I said, I probably am not going to do all of them, but will choose from among them to work on for next month. And maybe whatever's left I'll do for the March Madness thing. Once I look into that, I haven't decided. If you know, I want to try to. I have like several other whips, languishing in my whip pile, that I didn't bring out here. There are newer things, and of course a bazillion things that I would like to start, that I haven't yet, because we're all that way. I have lots of projects that we would like to do that we haven't done yet. As a matter of fact, I still have lots of kits that I bought at one point or another. Lots of things, that I haven't done, that I just have piling up and piling up and piling up, that I really, really want to. I just haven't gotten to them. So I'm trying to get through all these things in the next couple months, so that I can, clear the decks for new projects and not feel guilty about, when I look at these going, oh, I want to finish that. Oh, I want to finish that. So anyway, I think that's about everything. I'll probably think of other things to talk about that I didn't put on there. But and then my sisters and I we did last Saturday a Sticks and Strings video, and that went live on Sunday, and we're gonna film another one tonight, and that'll hopefully be live on Sunday as well. So be on the lookout for that. Subscribe to that if you haven't already. That's Three Sisters Creative, the Sticks and Strings videos. If you'll subscribe to that, you can go ahead and look for us on YouTube if you're not a subscriber yet, and you can find that and subscribe to it, find that channel and subscribe to it. and my sisters and I will be, like I said, we're going to be filming an update tonight, and it'll probably be, live tomorrow by the time it's edited and posted and everything. So I think that's it. And I will see you again next week. Bye.